Right, hello everyone, welcome back to the Ollie the Stato YouTube channel. It's been a while, long time no see, a month or two. But I'm not gonna make excuses why I couldn't upload and everything. I'm just I'm back now. I'm back. And I'm back with a new series. I'm back with more content for you guys. And including like more podcasts, more interviews. I'll be doing a Premier League predictions video soon, and also a tier list on the Premier League kits, but that's in the next couple of week or two. Now this video is going to be the start of a new series called Transfer Week, and we're just going to go through all the transfers that happened this week. I'm recording this on Sunday, so there's no transfers hopefully that I'm going to be missing. I'm going to be doing the big ones, obviously. Mostly going to be about Premier League transfers, some European, but mostly Prem. So let's get straight into it. Firstly, confirmed. Now, if you don't know, I am a West Ham fan, and this first one is very, very disappointing. Diangana to West Brom for 13.5 million. This guy is very talented, and we're just going to let him go for so cheap, and to a possible rival team for us also, saying even on. And I just don't know thinking behind this transfer, to be honest. Almost no money for him, can't really get a replacement for him, and it's just a backward step, to be honest, for West Ham. It's just disappointing. And I'll try and get up a tweet that Mark Noble did, basically saying how disappointed and frustrated he was from this signing, and just saying how much potential he has. He's a very decent player, this Diangana, and he's going to do good things for West Brom, but I would have liked him to do good things for West Ham instead, to be honest. Next one, probably one of the biggest transfers this week, Donny van der Beek to Manchester United for 39 million. That's including add-ons, I'm guessing, and it's a very good signing for Man United, quite cheap. A couple of years ago it would have been worth probably upwards of 50 million, and it's a good deal, but is it really what they need? They're looking for a left-sided centre-back, they're looking for a left-back, a right-winger, and, well, unless they're going to sell someone like Paul Pogba, I don't know where he's going to fit in. I don't really see him as a 6. As an 8, there's Pogba right now, and as a 10 we've got Fernandes. So unless it's a good signing if one of those Pogba or Fernandes, either of them get a long-term injury, it's a good signing, but is it really what they need? Let me know in the comments down below. Now this week is mainly about Everton. Now Everton have completely transformed their midfield with firstly the signing of Alan, Decore and Havertz. Firstly, Alan for 25 million, very, very good price, really. Very decent signing despite his age, and they've needed a player like this with this aggressive just presence in the midfield, and someone else that plays a similar role to Alan, Decore, which he has played a bit more further forward last season for Watford, but he's a very good player, very good versatile player, and he's suited to the Prem. And I don't know what roles they're going to play for Everton, but I'm guessing they're all going to play together, as you know their midfield right now is not the best. Andre Gomez probably the standout player, maybe Sigurdsson, but it's not a very promising midfield like to push to the top 6. Whereas this if they're all on their top form, you never know what could happen, especially if James Rodriguez is on his top form. Amazing signing, really, for the price, £30 million. Decore was for 20 million, Alan for 25, and James Rodriguez for 30 million, 65 million in all. 75 million, sorry, and James Rodriguez, very good player, same as Alan, same age as Alan, and he completes the new look Everton midfield, which is really gonna help them this season. I feel like if they do gel well, could it could come out to be one of the best bits of business of the summer, James Rodriguez. Now onto some Wolves news. Wolverhampton Wanderers, they have sold Matt Doherty to Spurs for 16.8 million. For Spurs, very good signing. Looks like they're going to sell Aurier soon. They've already sold Trippier obviously last season. So Aurier probably is going to go out the door either to Monaco, I believe, or AC Milan. Look like they're the favourites. But it does leave Wolves slightly weak in that position until they find a replacement. But position they are definitely not weak in is in striker, as they've just signed 18-year-old wonder kid, obviously Portuguese, Fabio Silva, former Porto player now, and it's someone who I actually talked about in the How to Rebuild Arsenal video. I said it would be a good backup for Aubameyang, and if he does leave, he could step up to the plate, and Wolves have snapped him up, but for a whopping £40 million plus add-ons, and it's a great signing. Could be worth over 100 one day, I believe. Very good player. Now to another team that looks like they might probably be competing with Wolves, Leicester. They've signed a replacement for Chilwell, who went to Chelsea for around £50 million. A bit overpriced in my opinion, same as Harry Maguire, but I feel like Leicester have done well to get that much money out of two players which are just not worth that much, 50 million and 80 million respectively. But Leicester's brilliant business, and they've brought in Timothy Castagne. Sounds like a Italian name, but he's actually Belgium. He used to play for Atalanta, who is in Italy, for £21.5 million. Great signing, really. I think left wing back. Now onto another team, probably competing for the same places as Wolves, Leicester. Gabriel to Arsenal for £27 million. Now I didn't mention him in my How to Rebuild Arsenal video, I don't think, but I do think this is a great signing, as they've sorted the defence now. They've got Saliba, they've got David Luiz, who's done well recently in a back three. They're going to get rid of Socrates, it looks like, and Gabriel, that left-sided centre-back slot. They're going to have Gabriel and Pablo Mari. It's a decent defence now, and it's a good signing. Now they can just concentrate on other positions like midfield. And speaking of midfield, they have officially got back Ceballos on loan for another year. I'm not sure about this. I'm mixed feelings. On one hand, I think it's a good deal, as getting him for no loan free. It seems like just paying his full wage seems like a good deal, but he could be worth way more next season if he does have a good season. And then Arsenal, if they want him permanently, they're going to have to pay a lot of money. But it's a good deal nonetheless, for free, no loan fee or anything. And alright, last but not least, Havertz to Chelsea for 72.5 million. This is the last done deal, by the way. Now Havertz, I love this kid. This kid looks like he's a game changer. He has potential to be one of the best Premier League players in the league right now, with the likes of De Bruyne, and he could be like a next Hazard for Chelsea, just leading them to trophy after trophy. If this deal, if he does well at Chelsea. But I think that will rely a lot on how Lampard can fit all these players into this system. With Werner, obviously will play probably most of the games, but players like Ziyech, Mount, Havertz, sure there's a couple more. I don't know how they're going to fit them all in a system that works for everyone. But in my Premier League predictions video, you're going to see where I rank Chelsea, I have high expectations for them. I think they're going to do really well. Now onto some quick fire rumours. I've got around 50 in here. I'm just going to go through them quick, talk about a couple that I'm interested in, and yeah, this could be quite quickly. So Suarez to Juventus for a free. Good deal. Imagine Juventus getting a player like Suarez, who's still got legs in him, he's still got great finish in him, for free. I mean, it's a no-brainer really for Juventus. Now Vidal to Inter, Arturo Vidal to Inter, another Barca player leaving for free as well, looks like. And another free player that could be free agent soon, Umtiti. Looks like they might terminate his contract due to a huge just falling out over some, I think it was over his knee surgery and everything like that. Just, I don't know what's happened there, just completely fallen out, and they're prepared, if an offer doesn't come in soon, to terminate his contract, which is really just surprising. He's a great player, Umtiti. Struggled with injuries, but I just don't really get this one by Barcelona. Another centre-back, Koulibaly to Man City for around 70 or 60 to 75 million. And we'll find out more about this deal in the next week or two, because it seems like he's going to make his decision this week, whether he stays at Napoli or he does move on to Man City. And again, you're going to see with my Premier League predictions, Man City, if they do get this deal done, they have probably the best chance to win the Premier League out of any other team. Better chance than Liverpool this season, I think, if they do get Koulibaly. But if they do get Koulibaly, Napoli will obviously want a replacement, and this replacement could come at the hands of Socrates for around 4.5 million. Huge profit, obviously, from Koulibaly to Socrates, but a huge just loss in quality, really. Socrates 33 now, 32, not the best of centre-backs, but I mean, it's a good deal for Arsenal, I guess. Not a lot of money, but it's another player off the wage bill, and another unhappy player out the door. And this player isn't unhappy, but Bellerin looks like he might go to PSG if Arsenal do accept the £25 million bid they put in for him. And I'm not an Arsenal fan myself, but it's a tricky one, this one, because I feel like I'd want Arsenal to push a bit more, say 35, 30, and if they can get that, I think that's really good money. And they can just try and get a midfielder like Partey or Aouar. Partey probably worth around 45 million pounds, obviously his release clause, and Aouar closer to 60. But Bellerin, if they do sell Bellerin, that will help their midfield massively. And obviously he's their main right back right now, but they do have Maitland-Niles, they do have Cedric Suarez, and if Maitland-Niles, obviously his deal fell through with Wolves, so if he does end up staying, like officially, if no other teams come in for him, I think he could take that spot easily, and make it his own, really. And that's if he's happy playing at right back. Obviously he's spoken out that he doesn't like it, but I found that deal really interesting. That's the Bellerin to PSG, because it's a good signing for PSG. It would be a good signing, proven quality. But Arsenal, it's an interesting one. What do you do? Do you sell your best right back, or do you keep him, or do you sell him for midfielder? I'm not sure. It's a tough one. That will probably escalate, and stuff will happen with that deal later this week, and I'll be reporting it next Sunday again if anything happens with that. Now another one, Arsenal. Sorry if it's a lot of Arsenal, but Arsenal, don't know, just a lot of rumours about them. Felipe Anderson, West Ham player, obviously to Arsenal now, this I don't see this happening. It's a bit of a weird one. I'm just gonna skim over that. I saw it, but not too sure about that one. Thought I'd include it. Quite interesting. Rodrigo de Paul to Leeds, 35 million. Great signing for Leeds if they can get that through. Looks like around 80% done. Now, a very boring one now. Sancho to Manchester United for over £100 million. I just don't see this happening right now. If they haven't done it by now, I don't think it's going to happen. And it's probably better for Sancho that he stays really next summer. You'll have more options, more teams will have more money to play around with, and more money to try and sign Sancho. And it's better for Dortmund as well, especially if Sancho has another good season. They can ask for even more money this time, especially because teams have more money because of all this, pandemic stuff. Now, the biggest news of the week, Lionel Messi is officially staying at Barcelona for another year, but is going to leave next year. He is going to play in the Premier League. I am confident he's going to play for Man City next year, unless something like MLS club come in for him, or PSG, Juventus. But I'm guessing Man City is going to come in for him. And I don't know if that's good news or bad news. It's good news that he's definitely not going to end his career at Barcelona, looks like. But is it a good deal? Is it a good way for Barcelona to keep him, and then if Xavi comes, they can try and convince him to stay even longer? I don't know. I hope he does leave next year though. I'd love to see him in the Premier League. Another player I'd love to see in the Premier League is Thiago Alcantara. Probably my favourite player of all time. One of my favourite players of all time. Looks like he might go to Liverpool, but under one condition. Liverpool only go over for him if Gini Wijnaldum goes to Barcelona, and they get a decent deal out of him. And that does look like it might happen soon. Barcelona preparing a bid. They've already contacted the Dutchman's agents, Wijnaldum's agents, and I can see that happening. I can see both deals happening, and I'd be very intrigued to see Thiago in the Premier League, even if it's for Liverpool. I don't really like Liverpool, but I love Thiago though. And another Premier League deal. This is quite funny. It's quite an interesting one. Thomas Lemar to Wolves. Now, I don't know what to make of this. Obviously Lemar is desperate to leave Atletico, and I don't know why. Are Wolves desperate for a winger? I haven't heard about that. They have Diego Jota, Pedro Neto, Adama, etc. But I don't know. It's an interesting one. If that does happen, I think it would be a good signing for Wolves. But would he really add much to them, or would he just be another flop? Let me know in the comments below. Now, last deal today, and we're going to wrap up the video. Sergio Reguilón to Manchester United for 18 million. Man United have been offered him by Real Madrid, and I can see this happening really. It would be a good signing from United if they can get him for such cheap price, like 18 million. And it really bolster their defence. He's a great dribbler, great pace on him, and it'd be a very decent signing. And yeah, no more signings, no more rumours. There'll definitely be a video midweek. Well, I'm not going to guarantee and I'm going to promise, but I hope so. I'm going to try and do that. Probably a tier list or something like that to do with football. Everything's about football on this channel. And I'm just going to wrap up this video. Make sure you to subscribe, like the video, comment, and share it, and all that stuff. And yeah, don't leave any hate comments, please. Right, before we end the video, I just want to say a huge thanks to everyone who watched the last video with the interview with Oliver Holt, and I've got over 100 views, which is not a lot, but it's decent for my size, for a channel my size. And if you did as long as this, you're getting this thank you. And yeah, just make sure to like this video, subscribe if you like football, and I'm going to be posting a lot more interviews with ex-footballers, journalists, everyone to do with people just in football really. And there's going to be a series hopefully starting soon, again interviewing people, but a little bit a different type of style, which I hope you guys will like. And I've got a guest coming next week on the podcast / interview, and I'm not going to say who it is yet, but you'll see. So that wraps it up. Thanks for the support, and yeah, bye bye.